standing here right by your side. I will be standing here till the end of time. I will be standing here all through the night, till the stars align. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me.
So, again, guys, drop some comments. Let me know what you think Jodi Sue's motive would have been for helping Candus get rid of Summer. And I'll see you guys on next video. Bam!
Okay, guys. Well, Don B asked what we think the motive for Jodi Sue helping Candus do away with Summer. I thought about it and I thought, why not just make a video out of it? In my opinion, if Jodi Sue is telling the truth about Andy selling Candus substance, drugs, whatever you want to call it, to give to children, little girls specifically, so that they can be messed with. Okay, one, if Andy's selling it to her for that reason, then obviously he believes it's okay and he possibly was partaking in it. And two, we know Lips has come out and said that Marlena has told her that her daughter was staying up there for weeks at a time. So there's one little girl, and we don't have a clue who all the other little girls are that Jodi Sue speaks of. But getting back to the motive. If Dawn and Candus got busted for one child, their child, being messed with by CPS, if they got busted for her, they would get busted for the other children. If they got busted for the other children, I mean, well, no matter how many kids they get busted for, it's going to come out that they were giving these children something to cause them to go to sleep or nod out or whatever you want to call it, so that they could be messed with. Well, then that's going to come back on Andy, possibly Andy and Jodi Sue if she knew about it, which I don't see how she couldn't have known about it. But Andy is Jodi Sue's meal ticket. If Andy goes to jail, then Jodi Sue had no way to support herself or her children or anything else. As far as I know, she don't work. She didn't draw a check. Andy was the main supporter of that family. Not to mention that if anything was to ever happen to Polly and George, then Jodi Sue's kids would be the heir to all the property and anything else they had. It's my best understanding. So Jodi Sue's motive to keep Andy out of jail and on that hill with her, she would have probably done pretty much anything for him. But it backfired on her, because after Summer went missing, first of all, I'm assuming they thought that if they said kidnapping and she's in Mexico and all that crap, they thought after a while it was going to die down and nobody was going to pay much attention to it. Wrong. And two, Jodi Sue evidently had no clue that Andy didn't want to be with her any longer. Because after Summer went missing, guess what? Andy left her. And he left her for another woman. And at that point in time, whatever the personal things were that was going on between them, Polly and George makes Jodi Sue and her children move off that property. So needless to say, she's already lost it. She lost Andy, she lost the home, she lost the property, and temporarily, until something happens in the future to Polly and George, she's lost the I don't think she'll ever become Queen Mother. You know, the prince has a Queen Mother. When the king dies, the Queen Mother takes over and rules the kingdom until the children are old enough to do it themselves. Well, I think that's what she was thinking. But seeing as how Polly put her off that property, I don't think she's ever going to be Queen Mother. I don't think she'll ever have any attachment to any of that property anymore, because by the time something happens to Polly and George and the kids inherit it, the kids will already be old enough to deal with it themselves. So Jodi Sue's thinking, I've lost everything. I've lost Andy. I'm really pissed. So why not just throw him under the bus? That's why she's coming out and telling things now. But she didn't know all this back then when she helped Candus, allegedly helped Candus do whatever. She thought she was protecting Andy and in turn helping and protecting herself. Well, if this is all true, you fucked up, Jodi Sue. It didn't work. And if all this is true, you're going to go down right along with Dawn, Candus, and Andy, if it's all true. I myself don't think it is. I think she's just running her mouth. But if it's true, yins are all going down. Because the world's not going to stop until we find out who did what and where that baby is at. And that, guys, is my opinion and my thoughts on what motive Jodi Sue would have as far as helping Candus do away with that baby. But, people have, opinions are like, what? Everybody has one. So that's just my opinion. And don't forget, at 6 o'clock this evening, guys, we're just going to have a big old chat. Come and join us, and I'll see you then. God bless.